Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader with me, Break It Dawn. Let's head to the main hall and continue our escape.
Is there money to be made?
Do I need to point it out for you? There.
In front of you is part of a Xeno device that controls the traps in this deadly place. Anyone on this side? No idea.
Let us not dawdle.
Easily done.
Xenos scum! You don't belong in this galaxy!
Brace yourself. Let them tremble. Watch. What a useless plaything! Broken already?
Pleasure.
It is Hannah. With grace and malice.
That's a pretty good turn. Doesn't have Salamor take everybody out, but Marizai works too.
Quick, quick!
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
I'm done playing with you.
One of us would be enough. Let's test our skills, Glato. Even my dog wouldn't do that.
You will pay for this in blood!
Your suffering will cease.
My ears are ringing. The arbitrator judges. No heretic.
Their death won't be easy.
I move as if unseen.
Alright, have really start whittling down this side.
I am not your Xenos.
Silent thrash.
I understand your intent. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Tenfold. I'll show you the real
I am not
pain.
your Xenos pet, monkey.
Follow my lead. Brace yourself, Abelard.
For the throne's glory. I need a foothold. But of course, Lord Captain.
I will not submit.
Naturally.
I always get the job done.
Yeah, nothing to it.
I'll tear your heart out for this.
You are doomed!
I don't think we need to move Mary's Eye. We have Abelard, Heinrichs, and Irliot on this side, so we can save some time.
If it serves your cause. If I...
That's pretty good. I cannot complain.
I always keep my options open.
Not that we should have any particularly difficult fights going forward anyway. Now, I haven't played through the DLC, of course.
Tread carefully, rogue
Eklundil, if
trader.
you had activated that
Intriguing.
trap, so help me.
That was a problem for you.
Alright, let's level up. If I can get, let's see. Let's do this. Beacon of Might. At the start of the Vanguard's turn, before the temporary wounds are lost, the Vanguard gains number of temporary wounds strength for 1 round. I'm hoping I can get the power armor. Proficiency, perfect. Which means I may have to take that from Abelard. This might be worth it, though we rarely have to actually reload. Here we go. I should have got this a long time ago. The apprehended enemy takes plus 10% more damage from the Overseer. Absolutely. I guess Demolition skill. I don't think there's anything else I need. Alright, Ballistic skill there. This might be worth it too. Instant Retribution. Whenever the wielder successfully blocks an attack, they immediately use Shield Bash against the attacker, if possible. If the wielder makes a counterattack triggered by Stalwart Defense, the Shield Bash follows that counterattack. Free attack. I don't know. This should work with the shotgun, right? Hold on a sec. What is it actually listed as? Probably just as a shotgun. Solid projectile. Well, I'll be. +2 minimum damage for an AoE attack. So he's just got a decent amount of damage from this level up. If I can find it, there it is. The solid projectile weapon attacks gain +2 minimum damage. Sure. Does it hurt? All damage over time effects inflicted by the Executioner gain a 20% critical hit chance. This chance is increased by all bonuses to critical hit chance. So I feel like it's kind of a waste because he only does bleed. He's not doing any other... damage over time effects. Now that I have a better idea on what all weapons have been added to the game, I can make a better Executioner in subsequent runs. I mean, Hardened Body seems good. Whenever the Executioner or their party members are suffering from any damage over time effects, these effects deal only 50% of their damage. This will also be going to Yremeryss. He benefits from Ablar taking this. Stacks multiplicatively, 50% damage if there is one Executioner with this talent in the party, 25% damage if there are two Executioners with this talent in the party, etc. And then here, let's see. Strength, weapon skill, I guess toughness would be fine. Power Weapon Expert. Power Weapon attacks gain plus 10% armor penetration. He's going to use a chain weapon, right? Did I ever grab that? Yeah. Maybe I won't grab that yet. Maybe just swift movements. Grants +2 movement points. I feel like the skills are better. Yeah, let's do toughness. I do Sigmund Siphon. He is the one... He probably takes the most damage in the party besides Salamorn. Oh, Flashfire. The cost of Wildfire is reduced by -1 AP for every 3 stacks of versatility instead of 4. I don't know if he has the Power Weapon Expert, yeah. I think Force Weapons count as... Let's just double check. It says 4 swords specifically. Oh, it doesn't have a shield equipped. Let's go do strength here. We can also do toughness. Well, that's fine. So we don't really need his fellowship or willpower. Our Carmine Whisper. Hemorrhage effect applied by Death Whisper deals additional plus 10 damage. Sure. Weapon skill here. Alright, Claim and Maim. The bounty hunter kills an enemy. The bounty hunter's next attack this turn will always score a critical hit. And critical chain. Probably... Perception. Alright. The bizarre steel emits a subtle humming sound. As you listen, but your head is about to tear apart in unbearable agony, as if the sound is resonating with something in your mind. So we could go straight across, or... we loop back around and explore the other side first, and then confront Tervantius.
Glato located something.
There are apparently visible field lines on the smooth surface. Probably some sort of power system.
I always have a backup plan.
Easily done.
Over there.
That was a problem for you.
Alright. I'm pretty sure this is optional.
Pay attention.
Hey, good job, Glato. So I barely quick save this game. For this playthrough. The homunculus looks up from the control panel and gazes at you with disdain from the other side of the impenetrable force screen. You survived, Specimen, but a woeful lack of ability to follow orders. You were supposed to die, be in the arena or in the chasm. However, the servants of Azir Rayesh will soon remedy your blunder. Hello, Tervantius. I've not missed you either. Specimen, as you might have noticed, the homunculus's limbs simultaneously gesture at the massive construct supporting the force field around him. This version of the Stifler blocks both the energy that bleeds in from beyond the veil, and any physical attempts to intrude inside its range. Your attempt at conversing is pointless. Simply continue on the way to your demise, and do not disturb me. Elentok. Your heart may abound with anger. Elliot looks around. The immeasurable torment of powerful Farseers pervades the spire. You're at a risk destroying this construct. It could cause an irreparable tear in the veil in Camorra. Henrix laughs. His laughter sounds morbid and disturbing. What's this? A chance to open a warp breach in the heart of our enemy's bastion. I did not expect anything in this darn place to put a smile on my face. I was wrong. Examine the construct. The Stifler is enormous and resembles the devices you have seen before. There's no doubt that its purpose is to suppress warp manifestations. However, you notice a few details that are out of step with the construct's otherwise typical Drukhari design. Several of its parts were made from a material foreign to Camorra, and fused into its frame by an unknown force. What happens if I destroy this construct, I wonder? Then you give thousands of souls to Silent Thresh, Elentok. You wound one enemy to empower another. Once She Who Thirsts is done feasting at Camorra, she'll surely sink her claws into your worlds as well, because nothing can sate her hunger. The Xenos narrows his eyes at you and hisses. You must be thinking that the moment you do, War will descend into demonic mayhem, and the boundless rogue trader will have rid the universe of the abominable Drukhari, and finally flee these dark halls. Before all that happens, Specimen, the demons that will arrive will rip your flesh to shreds, and devour everyone in sight. While you're busy writhing in agony, I'll have enough time to put everything back in order. You do not seem to share your kind's fear of the warp in the slightest. Does that make you mad, or simply arrogant? Xenos responds with a self-satisfied chuckle. Fear is the reaction of a weak mind presented with the inconceivable. Even our masters are liable to it. Oh, the pains it took me to convince the Archon to bring the Spirit Warriors into the Dark City, and to then conceal the evidence of the dimensional collapse that had destabilized the Spire. I alone acted without fear. I delved deeper, as a scalpel delves into flesh. I've designed devices that stifle the breath of the unreal. I'm creating a weapon that will make the warp itself tremble, and I'm using the raging power of suns as sustenance for my weapon. I know no fear, for in my mind, there is no inconceivable, only the unconceived. You said you were using the power of suns. Does that mean you're the one behind the disappearing stars? Of course. My masterpiece needed an unthinkable amount of energy. How could I let something as trifling as the unthinkable stand in my way? The star you call Rykad was stolen at my behest, as were many before it. Leviathan's gloating tone becomes insufferable. Have you been to the world humankind known as Santiel's Pride? I only recently took its son while you were busy spilling witch guts on the arena floor. It was most amusing to watch your pathetic planet freeze to its very core. How fascinating it is that such a paltry sacrifice as the lives of several million Mankai deserve something as great as my masterpiece. Oh, it's not Iconoclast anymore. I'll leave the construct intact. I see. I have other questions to ask. Tavatius does not respond. You notice his upper lip twitching in a display of utter disgust. Alright, there it is. Why are you hiding behind a force field, Tavatius? Are you afraid of me? You think highly of yourself, Specimen, but make no mistake. Do not make me deem you a worthy opponent. While I'm here, you happen to have any special equipment reserves left? Homunculus cocks his head to one side and stares at you. No, Monkai. No more handouts. I'll leave the Stifler intact. To our next meeting, Tavatius. It will be your last. I think we can run across him in the next act as well. Faint smile crosses the Xenos' face. Farewell, Monkai. But you can also kill him here, by destroying the construct. My interest is exhausted, Specimen. Get out of my sight.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Blooddrinker's Staff. Venom Chainmail. The wearer's attacks of opportunity deal additional +10 toxic damage. If the wearer was attacked with an attack of opportunity, the attacker also suffers toxic damage. Base armor property, +15 armor against range attacks. Xenohide Gloves. Grants wearer +10% parry and +10% area attack damage. And Blitz Boots. Wearer gains +4 damage against enemies who have no adjacent allies. Only applies to the first strike or projectile in a burst attack. Also, the range of the wearer's dash and charge abilities is increased by +1 cell. Does this provide any, 20 willpower and 2 psi rating? Absolutely.
I saw preserved Drukhari head once back in Calixis. For a long time, I didn't believe something so disgusting could really exist. And I was wrong. Even worse alive.
Incredible. Strong, stupid, and ugly. You're the perfect raw material for a rack. A homunculus would scarcely have to lift a finger.
Keep your eye on the prize.
There.
Alright, so I think he benefits from both of the new pieces of equipment. I like the parry as well. So I haven't found anything else for his other slots. Fortunate. We could give him Xenos and Warp, I guess, but...
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Keep your wits about you.
Remember, innocence proves nothing.
The elevator is controlled by the unknown mechanisms that the human mind seems unable to comprehend. Activate the platform.
I always keep my options open.
Oh. I don't think I skipped anything. Mirzai spends several minutes rifling through the items on the tables until he stops, having noticed something. With a satisfied growl, he draws a long, pliable, spiked whip from the pile. You hear a click, an icy blue glow ripples out across the whip's smooth surface, with a slight crackling sound. Did not find my shadow field generator. My toxin kit is gone too. But at least I have found my favorite toy. The Drukhari shows you his find. You know what this is, Donnie Dawson. Humanity has similar tools, for livestock and peasants. Tisk. I doubt your kind is capable of such a sophisticated creation. Most likely it is a crude copy. An agonizer. An electrical disintegrator that acts upon the nerve impulses. This particular one is too fine a piece to be used in combat, but in a torture chamber. The Drukhari hefts the whip, fully familiar with the feel and weight in his hand. An exquisite instrument of pain. Total impulse control. It can deliver sensations as subtle as a whisper, or incinerate synapses. Why is this thing so important to you? Why? It is a priceless artifact that belongs to me. Never claimed it before my kin managed to steal it. It is property of the Reaving Tempest that must not be allowed to fall into the hands of the other cabals. When we dispose of Yremeryss, the spire will certainly come under attack. And lastly, I can indulge in a little sentimentality, can't I? May keep the agonizer. Mirzai weighs the whip in his hand once more, and gives you an appraising look. At last he says softly, "You want to try it out, Donnie Dawson? A little demonstration." His eyes dart to your arm. Are you out of your mind? Mirzai hums low in his throat. I ought to express my gratitude for my escape from the arena after all. What better way than to share with you that which truly excites me? Put that foul thing away. Mirzai tuts in disappointment, but he nevertheless coils up the agonizer and clips it to his belt. Let us go. I no longer have any desire to wander the spire.
Let us not dawdle.
The spires of Kimura pierce the darkness like needles through living flesh. Yremeryss gazes at you. The two of you lock eyes for the first time, an icy darkness churning in her stare. Worm. Insect. You have the nerve to stand before me again. You should have gasped your last breath long ago. Very well. I read this arrogant Monkai of his final breath myself. The Archon's gaze shifts away from you, to Mara's eye. A venomous smile spreads across her face. My former Draken, my inept executioner, you found yourself a new master. Mara's eye draws his weapon in a single fluid motion. Before your soul perishes in the maw of she who thirsts, I will teach it pain. The kind of pain you have never known in the whole of your existence, sister. What about you, child of Cruderok? How does it feel to know that you could not save yourself, your family, or your precious craft world? Elliot's spearstone flashes on her chest, and the ranger's hands tremble in the grip of her rifle. Your death will give me no joy, Archon Yremeryss, but it may give peace to the spirits of my kin. I see you've taken Tervantius under your wing, again. The homunculus may play as many of his little games in the arena as he pleases. I am satisfied with what he provides for the ranks of the Cabal. That makes him valuable enough to spare his life. All those craft world fragments, all those prisoners. Was it all worth it, Xenos? Spare yourself the struggle of comprehending the meaning behind my deeds, wretched creature. Cruderok was to be my key to power, the likes of which the Reaving Tempest could only dream of. Majesty is mine alone to claim, and I will claim it. No, Archon. You are destined for retribution. Blood for blood. I cannot destroy your entire Cabal as you destroyed Cruderok, but I have the strength to cut off the snake's head. Poor little outcast. Yremeryss leers at Iliot, staring into her eyes like a predator. The suffering of your brothers and sisters nourished us for a long time. Now you too will give me your pain. What did you need the Farseers for? Why take such a risk? So be it. I will humor you before death. Only to step out of another shadow once and for all. I wish to orchestrate a little disjunction, with my helpless brethren in my clutches, who are capable of tearing apart the veil with their mere presence. It could not have been simpler. When the time came, the Farseers would be my weapon against Reaving Tempest rivals. Under cover of the Cataclysm, my blades would behead all those who stood in the way of my ascent. You destroyed your future with your own hands. When the truth became known, all the weapons of Khmor would have turned against you, and against my Cabal. And this coward is my Draken. You're too quick to call the Reaving Tempest your Cabal. You have neither the ambition nor the vision to lead all these warriors full of lust for power and blood. Mara's eye laughs mockingly. Dragging Farseers into our spire in an attempt to trigger a disjunction. That was your grand vision. It is a pity you have not bothered to lead a single raid in recent years. It would have been entertaining to watch you order a fleet to fly headlong into Amonkai's structures and detonate their engines. All to secure a bright future for the Cabal. We're gonna kill her. If you wish to live, then get out of my way. I've come for the gate, not your life. Oh no, that cannot be further from the truth. Archon Yremeryss dies today. Here. Now. I've grown tired of the games and machinations you have ushered into my realm. Prepare to die, Archon Yremeryss. Die? Ha. Yremeryss draws her weapon. You're the only one who dies today. After I'm done with you, I'll pay a visit to real space, to observe the terror and ruin brought by my Cabal. You know, Monkai, that so many of your kind have had their lives cut short at the hands of their own kin. I used you to purge the ranks of the Cabal, to clear all obstacles from my path. I used you to accomplish my goals. I colluded with your kind, despite your much vaunted hatred of Xenos, which ought to have prevented any of you from even considering such a thing. Mara's eye narrows his eyes. You purged the ranks of the Cabal and cleared all obstacles from your path. Even in that you failed, you talentless wretch. I am still here. I will be the one to purge the Reaving Tempest of you. Blessed Throne. Ablar closes his eyes and shakes his head in sorrow. It seems that Xenos' admission has aged him 5 years. It sickens me to say this, but I believe the Xenos. I know what kinds of things people will do in the name of personal gain. Now that the foul spawn is confessed, the situation in the Expanse suddenly makes a lot more sense. My servants are heading out on a new hunt as we speak. Who will become their prey? Which lights will wink out in the void? How many Monkai will perish in the darkness? Yremeryss lets out a mocking laugh. You will never know. Yremeryss, you have any last words for your sister? Now you speak only with the permission of your pet Monkai. Yremeryss laughs mockingly. My insignificant little brother, you never should have crawled out of our mother's womb. Your existence is a disgrace to our blood. So their mother must have been a very, powerful Drukhari. A lot of Drukhari are vat-grown, because pregnancy is a weakness, and if another Drukhari senses weakness and another Drukhari, they're going to try and kill them. So the fact that they were naturally born, which is why Yremeryss calls some of the other Drukhari half-breeds, because they weren't naturally born. It's a status thing. Yremeryss's lips stretch into a saccharine smile. My poor older sister. You still cannot stand the fact that I was born. But how can I be surprised? It's hard to think of more glaring proof that our mother considered her first attempt to continue the line of failure. Yremeryss stiffens. A moment later, bares her teeth in a furious hiss. The Archon of the Raving Tempest raises a hand to signal to her underlings. Alright, we'll have, do that instead.
You called this a strike. You will pay for this in blood.
Scorn the pain.
Is approaching. Pain is all.
Don't distract me.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have him go after his sister.
Behold, it would be beneath me to even attempt it.
Your last stroke of luck.
Vengeance will be swift.
Temporary setback. Woe to you.
Ancestors, guide me.
I've suffered worse. At your beck and call.
Salmore's in a bit of a tricky spot. But I have an idea.
Glato, we're undertaking this task.
You call this a strike?
The Lex is inescapable.
Innocent blood?
It won't take long.
Your last stroke of luck. Woe to you.
I revel in your terror! It's as good as done. I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally.
I mark my path with ruin! With grace and malice. Watch. Don't distract me.
I'll tear your throat out personally, Von Kai.
I won't object to it. For the throne's glory. I won't object to it. But of course, Lord Captain. I won't object to it. For the throne's glory. Let's see to it.
I'm actually gonna have Marizai run over here real quick. Well, no, we'll have Ablar do that instead.
It is handled.
With grace and malice. Behold. Don't distract me. Ha!
I bring agony.
Need cover. Now!
Unworthy.
Alright, Grotesque's next.
I understand your intent.
I can't stand it! Yeah!
A tactically sound approach. It will be done.
I'll make you howl.
It's...
Accepted.
You call this a strike? On it.
So you should add to damage over time effects.
Ah! Emperor, protect me.
I am not a vessel for pain. I am its master.
Naturally. The Emperor is on our side. I won't object to it.
You will pay for this in blood.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
The best.
Watch. It is handled.
You absolute jerk.
Don't distract me. And why would I do that?
Your last stroke of luck. Woe to you.
An unworthy soul. This tedium is beneath me. I am not your zenith.
I won't go down easy.
Fortune favors the swift. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Strike.
Victory is imminent.
You pay for this in blood. Your last stroke of luck.
No heretic escapes punishment. Understood. I'll take it as a priority. It won't take long.
Consider this a taste of what's to come.
I took care of this one.
I can.
I'll do what it
Make it. For the throne's glory. High momentum.
With grace and manners. It is handled. What a use!
It's really annoying that I can't hit her.
Broken already?
I mean, if I surrounded her with a bunch of melee characters, I mean, she'd get a penalty. We should be able to hit her then, but... You gonna survive this?
If I must. I understand your intent. If it serves your cause. Fortune favors the swift.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Need cover. Now! The order is clear.
It's as good as done.
Perfect killing strike.
Who if not me? Here's my perfect moment. I won't let it define me.
Oh, you call this a strike?
That's how it's done. I'll make it up.
Alright, and I'm not providing a lot of commentary here.
Not sanctioned to do this. But of course, Lord Captain. Get me a target. Naturally. More trouble than it's worth. I won't object to it.
You will pay for this in blood.
Let's see to it.
Your last stroke of luck.
Alright, just a grotesque left. We didn't lose anybody. I definitely thought Heinrichs is going to go down.
Watch. No. With grace and malice. Build.
The best defense is a good offense.
Hey, we did it! Marazai turns to you. He's holding a crystal coruscating with otherworldly fire. Donnie Dawson, look at this. The enemy soul's in the palm of your hand, under your complete control, at the mercy of your desires. Is this not the greatest revenge for past wrongs? Touch the crystal. Just bring your hand near the crystal is enough for you to feel the wave of psychic energy emanating from it. When your fingers brush the icy surface, the maelstrom of another's emotions burst into your mind. Hatred, bloodlust, terror, despair. And, unable to endure the onslaught, you draw your hand back. Marazai scoffs. Bothy drags 2 fingers across the crystal, and returns it to its proper place on his belt. Does this thing offer any practical benefit? It does. Yremeryss' suffering will give me strength on the battlefield. Perhaps one day I'll want to replace her soul with the essence of another, more worthy opponent. That will not come to pass anytime soon. We should go. The Mandrake's words are barely comprehensible. The creature is clearly not accustomed to the tongue of its dark kin. The Draken didn't offer a sacrifice for our deeds. The Draken must become the sacrifice. It appears that the consequences of a certain someone's actions have caught up to them. The Xenos' actions have done great harm to humanity, and justice demands that... Solomon falters. No, I can't lie to myself. I don't want any human being to sully their weapon with killing that scumbag. Let him be devoured by his own kind. Marazai places a hand on his weapon. His voice sounds calm, but his gaze is tense as he peers at the dark creature before him. You should not have crawled out of the abyss that your wretched kind call home. Consider our pact broken. Nazarkai did not hold up his end of the bargain, so I had to finish the job myself. The result matters not. A sacrifice will be made. The Mandrake's head turns to you. Make the sacrifice, Monkai. The tribe never relents. The tribe will find you. Throne's mercy, Lord Captain. It is extravagant enough for you to get yourself a pet Xenos, and I would discover that he comes with a whole gaggle of his kinfolk. Mind your tongue before I cut it down for you. Mandrakes care not about Monkai. The Mandrakes want me. And if they were to grow bold enough to come for me, It'll be quite an amusement to behold. Yremeryss stays with me. Away with you beasts. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I certainly hope that our partnership is worth it, Yremeryss. Keeping you around is costly. The Drukhari glowers at you. So is keeping you, Donnie Dawson. Ish. Senseless creature. The tribe will find you. The tribe will have its sacrifice. Alright, well I'm going to call it here, and next time we'll loot, level up, and leave. 3 Ls. But for now, thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys in the next one.